first, I mean, I'm gonna start with the OG. I'm gonna start with Delroy because I've been a huge fan of yours for so long, man. And like you're part of like two of my favorite Spike Lee pictures, and now this one being a third. I mean, even Clockers too. I love Clockers, but Crooklyn and Malcolm X, you know, was like
Yeah.
stands like in a special place in my heart. And
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
I have to ask, like, being a part of all those Spike Lee joints, where do you think this one fits? Like, where does this fit in his catalog?
I think it's way up there, man. I think it's way up there. Malcolm X. I actually happen to think that Clockers is a very underrated film.
It is.
I think that the answer to your question is it's in the top 3 for me, and it might even be number 1. It's way up there, man. That's the answer to your question.
Yeah. And Johnathan, man, I remember talking to you at White Boy Rick and at the Hostel's premiere, and just like being amazed by you being this young actor and being able to like deliver these roles. And it just seems like you're picking good roles too. I mean, Last Black Man in San Francisco got way overlooked last year to be the Academy's best.
It did.
How did it feel to be among all these other great seasoned actors, trained theater actors also, and to be able to work with them on this joint?
It's dope, man, because as you say that, I think about, you know, the artist spirit and the independence of that artist spirit, and that we are all in ourselves isolated loners, and to be a part of this cast felt like we all came together, and it felt like regardless of age and etc., we were all the same tribe.
Amen.
So
Amen.
We have the chief, we have the young gun, we have the seer, we have the sage, but we're all from the same tribe. I think the beautiful thing about this film and about this cast in particular is that we all have similar artistic DNA. Delroy was just talking about Harold Loomis and August Wilson's Joe Turner's Come and Gone. I have done and been a part of all 10 of those plays. While I was at Yale, this brother went to ACT. These are family schools. You know, it's all in our DNA. So though I was, you know, there was a bit of, okay, I'm with the G's, you know, it also felt, oh no, you're home. You're also at home. So
Amen.
get in the kitchen and get it going. You know, you're supposed to be here.
You're here for the gold. Don't lie. You're going after the gold. I read Otis's emails. You gotta choose better passwords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on now, Dad.
What do you want, David?
An equal share for helping you find it.
Hell to the no.
The authorities find out about this, y'all go back to the crib empty-handed.
See, you just a little jive-ass gangster now, huh?
After everything you put me through, I'd say you're getting a basement bargain.
Yeah, I'm grateful.
You want to tell your bloods? Or should I?
Now, I mean, it can't be overlooked that this film is coming out as like Spike Lee is some type of sorcerer or just predictor of times. That's coming out at a time where it speaks to so many emotions of what's going on today. I mean, to see the Christmas addicts being pulled up and his story being told, and us to be in the middle of these riots that feels like the American Revolution the second time over. How does it feel to work with somebody, an artist like Spike, that seems to see into the future and be able to speak to so many people's emotions and feelings? I mean, especially like with Delroy having the makeup, you know, the MAGA hat on and everything else. Like, how did that feel just to work with that artist? I know Delroy's worked with him a number of times, but what was that feeling to work with him?
You know, retrospectively, I would say that it's indicative of the fact, obviously, there was no way we could know a year and a half ago when we were in Thailand and Vietnam making this film. There was no way we could know about what would be happening now. But I think it is indicative of the fact that Spike Lee, as a filmmaker, has his finger on the pulse of the culture in a certain way, and he is about the business of feeding back his impressions of the culture to itself. He feeds it back to us. He feeds it back to the audiences. And it just so happens in this instance with Five Bloods, he knocked it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
But it's indicative of the fact that he positions himself vis-a-vis the culture to tell stories centrally about the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Delroy, I feel like you're one of the most underappreciated talents that we've had. You're one of my greatest favorite actors, and Johnathan, you definitely on the come up to be on that list because everything I've seen from you is quality. I appreciate this project. I think it's Spike Lee's best. It's hard for me to say because he has so much great stuff, but y'all made it to where it's in that conversation. It
is in that conversation. I agree with you, man. It is in that conversation. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you, brothers.
God
Bloods.
bless. Blood.
Hey, Bloods. Hell yeah.